What's up, everybody? How's it going? It is Fiendish Fridays. I am Matt, and I got one full for you that is full of fiends. One that I hope each and every one of you have seen, or will go out and get a copy and see after watching my review and reading what I posted on it. Um, did get a couple little things in there for as far as some trivia goes. Nothing too crazy. I did see that Stefania is working on a remake of this, which is really weird to think that it's being remade, but because it's not an obscure title, it's one that most people don't really throw out too often. It deserves it because it's damn good. That's why I saved it for Friday. I always try to save Friday for the best movie of the week. Even though yesterday's is pretty damned good, and all week has been pretty solid films, I'm not gonna lie. There's not been a dog in the bunch. Today's is from the great year of 1980, the year of my birth. It is rated R. It stars Hugo Stiglitz, Laura Trotter, Maria Rosaria, Omaggio, Francisca Rabal, Eduardo Fajardo, Stefania de Amaro, and the great Mel Ferrer, directed by Umberto Lenzi, and that is Nightmare City. Yes. It also runs under, I think, a City of the Walking Dead or something like that. I remember seeing it under a different title when I was younger, but I can't remember what it was. It was on VHS. That's all I remember, and it was a long time ago, and I think it might have been a big box if memory serves me correctly, because that was 25 plus years ago. It's been a few years. I'm thinking probably more towards closer to 30. It's been a long time. What is this one about? It's basically it starts out with this guy he's a reporter, and he's called out to this scene where this mysterious military plane has landed at this airport, and there's no response from anybody inside. Obviously a plane isn't just going to land itself, so there has to be somebody inside there doing that. This is 1980. There's no drones or anything like that or of that nature going on. So the military comes. Finally, the thing opens up, and it just spews out tons of flesh-eating infected people that a lot of people call them zombies. I am not going to call them zombies. They are infected with radiation, so they are much different. And besides, I'm a believer that zombies shouldn't run. These suckers, they run, they jump, they climb, they shoot guns, they use all kinds of weaponry. They're able to fly a plane. They're not a typical zombie, so you can't go off of that. So out spews all these zombies. The reporter, da 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 da. He's on the run. He ends up at the studio or the zombies end up at the studio where his stuff is being broadcasted, and while they're there, they're filming a very gratuitous aerobics scene, which is hilarious. You're treated to that era had a funny little genre of film that were adult softcore. I don't know if they went hardcore, but they were sexercise tapes, and they were girls doing aerobics and stuff like that, naked or nearly naked, with guaranteed their boobs were out. As a matter of fact, I'm picturing right in my brain exactly what one of the outfits they would have worn looked like. It basically would have been open all up through here. So, as a matter of fact, they do wear them in. There is a couple of them in there, but they were the tube tops or halter top, whatever the flip you want to call that fabric that they wear with it. So we're treated to the zombies invading that. You get a great kill. Well, I don't know if I'd call it a kill. I'd call it painful. But one of the girls gets her tata bitten off by or cut off by one of these infected dudes, and he eats it. Oh, cripes. As a matter of fact, I think there's two boobs that get eaten in this movie. At least one gets cut off and another one gets bitten off or something of that nature, if my memory serves me. I have seen this a number of times. I did the other day when I watched it. I did nod off a couple times because it had been a really, really long week. And I'd seen this probably 20 times at that point. It's gosh, I am drawing a blank for words today. This is one of the and it's an Italian infected flick. So when you think of infected, you think of like 28 Days Later, which is in ways kind of what these are, because they're a lot of the ones that come spewing out of the airplane look like they're all military, and I forget what they say is the reasoning for it. I don't think they really give a standard reasoning other than radiation. There's not a lot I can really say on this one today because it's pretty cut and dry as far as the story goes. It's running infected people going after people, and it has a great twist ending that I never saw coming. That falls up there with, and it's a nice little twist in it. It makes it feel good. It's one of those where it worked for its time. If you try doing that nowadays, you're just going to get laughed at because it's been done a million times over. But at this point, it hadn't been done that much. All right, y'all. As far as what I would rate this one, on a technical side, it's pretty. It's crisp. It's nothing terrible. It's not gonna blow your mind like I always say. I'm gonna probably give it a middle of the road 3. Now, when you go over to the technical side, the entertaining side. This one's an entertaining film. It's probably a 4 on the entertainment on the 1 through 5. It's one that it goes all out from the beginning and doesn't let up until the very end, and it does not leave any like dry or dull places in it. It's much like Hell of the Living Dead. It is just batshit and balls to the wall from the beginning. I happen to like this one more than Hell of the Living Dead, or what is Zombie Flesh Eaters, or whatever it's also known as. I don't get me wrong, I love that one as well, and I do own a copy. This I own 3 copies of. I own this one, which is the old Anchor Bay DVD. I like this one the best out of the 3 I have. As far as special features go, there you go, guys. You can go ahead and pause it and take a gander at that. It's a really cool artwork, I feel like there. And, you got this fella here. I don't think you ever see anything of that nature. No giant zombies in this movie. All right, guys. So I gave it a 3 and a 4. So we'll give it a 3.5 and call it good. It is a middle of the road, just a little bit above middle of the road type film. This is for all my old Italian horror fans. Definitely give this a watch. If you like older 80s horror films, you'll definitely give this you'll definitely should give this a watch. It's a very good one. Anybody that likes infected zombie flicks, watch it, because they are technically a zombie because they're not being controlled by their own brain at this point. They're controlled by a flesh-eating curse. Alright, guys, that's all I got to say about today's movie. I hope all of you have a great weekend. Mine's going to be pretty dull, I believe. Next weekend's going to be better, though. All right, guys, I'll see you all on Monday. Have a fantastic weekend. Have a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk. Whenever it is you're watching this, I hope you're having a great morning, day, or a great time doing whatever it is that makes you happy. Man, I am stumbling like a son of a gun today. All right, guys. Peace and bacon grease.